Hi everyone, Crowie Alexander here. Right now I have a question from Jeff in Foothill Ranch, California. And Jeff's question basically was, how in 2011 in Kona was I able to shave 13 minutes off my time, which the previous year was already close to 4.5 hours. So the answer to that, Jeff, is not as simple as it may seem, but there's a couple of things. Firstly was equipment. So, if you remember, if you think back to about 2009, 2010, a lot of the big bike brands started developing triathlon specific time trial bikes, or Uber bikes as they called them. They didn't have to conform to UCI regulations, and they were set up and built predominantly with aerodynamics in mind. So 2011 was the first year I got on one of those, and we had tested in the wind tunnel, and the wind tunnel technician had said to me, compared to the bike that I had been riding, this was going to be a big chunk of time, so 8 to 10 minutes, maybe even more. 2011 was also the first year I wore an aero helmet in the race. So the first 4 years I'd raced in Kona, I'd only ever worn a road helmet. So I think that contributed to a few minutes. Conditions in Kona is always a contributing factor to times, particularly on the bike, depending how, if those trade winds get up or how windy it is. And I think my mindset was probably the one thing that people often, when they talk about that bike split I put in that year, that gets neglected. But my mentality was a bit different that year. I was determined to be a bit more aggressive on the bike. I'd always had this race strategy where I wanted to swim with the front group, bike with the front group as comfortably as possible. Of course, the Uber bikers take off up the road, but I stayed with the front group and rode quite conservatively, actually, nowhere near my limit, and saved it up for a marathon at the end. But 2011, I was much more aggressive on the bike, and I think that also contributed. So thanks for your question, Jeff. For those who have questions, please get them into us at triathlonwire.com/ask-Crowie, and I'll do my best to get to all of them. Take care.